Hi guys, my name is Julia and today we're going to talk about rules for a happy marriage. So me, myself and I have been married to my wonderful, amazing husband for almost 3 years now, and we are as happy as the first day we met, and I'm sure you guys are as well. But I think even happy marriages need a little bit of guidance, right? So here is what I have learned so far. Rule number 1, dialogue. I mean, I guess this is a common one, everybody knows that, but for me, I don't like to discuss my issues. So every time my husband did something wrong, I was like, oh my god, like why can't he just figure out by himself what he did wrong? Like, why do I have to tell him everything? I don't want to tell him everything. So then I would go into my shell and be like, like totally angry at him, and he had no idea. Well, I figured out that men are not mind readers. So I believe one of the important rules is communication is the key to a healthy marriage. Rule number 2, let it go. So I used to dwell on the times when my hubby forgot to pick up the baby formula or like some random stuff from the grocery. And I was like, why couldn't he remember? Oh my god. But now I learned to forget the little things and just keep cool. Rule number 3, you can control your husband's actions. Well, as much as we want to control our husbands, well, they have a mind of their own. Yeah, everybody's responsible for their own actions, for their own destiny. So the only person we have actually control over is ourselves, and maybe our kids, right? Rule number 4, don't be jealous. So I have a girlfriend who constantly thinks her guy is cheating on her. Like, oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with her. Yeah, the relationship is like a living hell at this point. It's sad. I think if your partner feels like you always assume the worst of him, at some point he might eventually, just be more inclined to do something bad and naughty, indecent, So, that's why my rule is trust your husband until proven guilty. Until he gives you a reason not to trust him, Rule number 5, my favorite one, stay pretty. I know our life is very stressful, we have kids, we don't have time, but we cannot give up on ourselves. Looking gorgeous is an expression of self-love. So, trust me, your husband is gonna notice that you look super hot. So don't let yourself go. Rule number 6, be affectionate. Don't be the stereotype of a wife that stops having sex after you get married, Like, oh my god, everybody needs some love, even your husband. I'm joking. Don't say no, even if you're not in the mood, exhausted, just do it. Oh my god, like, usually it doesn't take that long, right? No, I'm joking. Just do it, everybody needs some love. Rule number 7. So we always have this discussion. My husband loves to eat Chinese and I love to eat sushi. Well, I think you have to negotiate for, I don't know, Thai or Italian, something, that you both like, but it's not what you really wanted. Because compromise is not about losing. It's a decision that you give your partner the right to be as happy as you are. So try to meet each other halfway. Rule number 8, acceptance. So, another cliche here. As soon as you get comfortable, married, whatever, you start telling him that you hate his mustache, his shoes, that he hangs out every Saturday with his buddies. I get it, you know, trust me, but he's gonna be pissed that you start nagging him like his mother. And believe me, I speak from experience. You should pick and choose your battles. Don't waste it on these little things, right? Rule number 9. One very important rule, a serious one. Don't bring stress home. I think that's the most important rule here, because I know, you know, for example, you had a stressful day, your boss screamed at you, you had a fight with your girlfriend, and you come home and you start like putting it on your husband. You start screaming. You shouldn't do it. You know, just take 5 minutes, go have a drink before you come home, have a bath, I don't know, just meditate for 5 minutes, I don't know. But don't come home and start being in a bad mood. Home is a safe, beautiful place, and you should be happy there, and your husband should be happy there. Because if you come home every time when you're in a bad mood, you know, your husband is gonna associate home with something bad, you know, a place where it's always screaming and fighting, and you don't want that. So just be happy and don't bring your stress home. And finally, my last rule is have fun together. You know, I know we all have our separate lives. You work, he works. We're all very busy, but it's very important not to forget your relationship. So after our baby was born, me and my husband, you know, we were crazy. We didn't have time for each other, and we went a little bit insane. So now we have this rule that once a week we have a date night. It keeps our romance going, it keeps our life entertained, and we love it. So I hope you try it out. So guys, those were my top 10 rules that I love. They are not guaranteed by any means, you know. So for some people they work, for some they doesn't. But for me, they've been amazing. They helped me a lot in my relationship. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much. Bye bye.